class? How does it improve the learning for all the students?
Well, for Bobby, I don't. I talked to his mom. Like, I don't notice his disability as much. I really wouldn't have even thought twice about it, except some of his fixations. I wouldn't have noticed that, but I've learned a lot about it, knowing that when he goes home, how different he is when he's home compared to here. When things are structured for him, he's fine, and I don't notice that he gets anxiety and gets upset. I don't notice that as much. For the other kids, though, I think not just Bobby, but for seeing other kids with different needs, they have so much patience for each other. Like, it's amazing to see the patience that they have.
What is something you as a...
He started early intervention at 18 months. We knew something was wrong from his infancy. And then we brought him to the doctor a few times, and the doctor would just kind of fluff it off. And then finally at 18 months, he was supposed to have, I think it was 6 or 10 sight words, and he didn't have any. He didn't speak at all. The only way Bobby spoke was to bang his head on the floor, or items. If we sat him in a chair for time out, he would bang his head. I even brought him to the doctor because he always had a bruise on his head right here, and the doctor kind of fluffed that off. And finally, at 18 months, the doctor realized that something else was going on. So we brought him to early intervention, and they started to do speech with him. And then finally, the early intervention, there was 2 ladies that worked with him. They both came to me as having down, thought there was something else going on. So we made an appointment at Tufts New England Medical. I brought him in, and it was just about close to his 2nd birthday when he went in there and did a battery of testing with a bunch of different doctors, and he was diagnosed with autism.
Now, give us...
Welcome to Autism My Voice Communicator. Here's a quick overview of our app. As you can see from the main page, we have several categories from which to choose. Anything that is tapped, the app will speak. Once you go into a category, such as beverages,
I want Hawaiian punch.
the app will speak whatever is tapped.
Iced tea. Lemonade.
The individual items will be spoken as individual unless you tap a verb first, like one of the 3 at the top, I am going, or I want.
I want milkshake.
So the verb will be added to the individual item once it's tapped. If you want more verbs, you can go back to the main page and tap verbs, and there are several verbs to choose from.
I am. I enjoy. I feel.
Then you go back to a category that you want to add that to.
I feel tired.
And it uses the verb and the individual item together, or the individual item can just be tapped.
Today is April 21st, 2013. Hi, sweetheart. Always give me big hugs. Thank you. I'm just documenting today because we bumped up our debit code dose again, and it seems like it's happening again where he's losing the little bit of language he had. He's not able, he's either can't say it or he's really not wanting to say it. Tell me, do you want to eat salami? He hasn't been able to say any of his words that he said yesterday, which were like cereal, melon, and what else did you say yesterday? Hi, and I know he wants to eat something, and he's really trying his sign language, which is good, but he just can't use any of his words today that he has been able to use. Let go, Dominic. Let go.
Years ago, she was hoping to drastically lower the age of diagnosis.
Would you say that 18 months is your holy grail? That's what you're aiming for?
I'm aiming for 12.
She's tracking 200 babies from birth, like Gabe, a normal 12-month-old, being tested for his reactions to a new toy.
And he's very interested in it, and he communicates that to her with that great look, big eyebrows raising, smile, and then he asks for it without language. I want that.
And this is typical of a healthy one-year-old child.
Exactly.
But when this boy Jacob is shown the same toy, he stares at it in silence. never reaching for it, never looking up at the examiner.
There's no communication at all with the woman.
That's right. It's as if she isn't there, like she was an object-handing machine.
Jacob was later diagnosed with autism. Ozanoff also uses high-tech methods like eye tracking. The colored dot is where the baby's eyes are fixed.
I just love you to pieces.
A normal baby looks right in mom's eyes when she talks to him.
Those cute little cheeks. Hi, it's Mama.
But children who are autistic avoid eye contact, looking more at the mouth.
Are you sleepy?
Like most autism researchers, Ozanoff believes children are born with the disorder. She went into her study convinced she would spot the symptoms as early as 6 months.
And the truth of the matter is we cannot.
Diagnosing 1-year-olds has proved just as perplexing. Repetitive behavior, like the way Jacob plays with his lid, looks like a clear symptom.
All he's doing is watching it wobble over and over again. Right. Something. Right.
But Ozanoff has found that not all 1-year-olds who do this end up with autism. Her most reliable test so far is surprisingly simple.
Starting about 6 months, maybe even a bit earlier, if you say a child's name, they quickly turn and look at you. And you'll see this with Gabe.
Gabe. Hi.
That's all it is. Say his name, his head whips around, makes eye contact, and smiles.
And now Jacob.
The experimenter is going to walk behind him,
Jacob.
call his name 3 times at normal volume.
Jacob. Jacob.
Wow.
So you see, he doesn't respond to his name.
But even with this test, only half the children who fail it end up having autism.